Our first stop takes us to the heart of Italy, to the city they call the Eternal City, Rome. Rome is a place that truly needs no introduction. It's a city built layer upon layer for centuries, where ancient history blends with modern life. Wander through the streets and you'll trip over ancient ruins, face the Colosseum, imagining gladiators battling. Lose yourself in the Roman Forum's ruins. No trip is complete without visiting Vatican City, home to St. Peter's Basilica and the Vatican Museums. Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling is awe-inspiring. Rome isn't just about ancient history, it's a city with vibrant street life. Wander the cobblestone streets and soak it all in. Rome is a feast for all your senses. Of course, no trip to Italy would be complete without indulging in the local cuisine, and Rome is no exception. From traditional trattorias to Michelin-starred restaurants, Rome offers a culinary experience like no other. Start your day the Roman way with a strong espresso and a sweet cornetto, a flaky pastry similar to a croissant. For lunch, head to the Trastevere neighborhood and savor a plate of pasta alla carbonara, a Roman classic made with eggs, guanciale, cured pork cheek, and pecorino cheese. In the evening, treat yourself to a Roman-style pizza known for its thin and crispy crust. And no matter what you do, don't leave Rome without trying the gelato. With flavors like pistachio, hazelnut, and ricotta and fig, it's the perfect way to cool down after a long day of sightseeing. Remember, the best way to experience Roman cuisine is to do as the Romans do. Eat slowly, savor every bite, and don't be afraid to ask for recommendations from the locals. They're always happy to share their love of food with visitors. Now, while the Colosseum and the Trevi Fountain are certainly must-sees, I always encourage travelers to venture beyond the tourist trail and discover the hidden gems of a city. And Rome has plenty of those waiting to be discovered. For a break from the crowds, escape to the tranquil gardens of Villa Borghese, a beautiful park with stunning views of the city. Or for a unique perspective of Rome, climb to the top of the dome of St. Peter's Basilica. The panoramic views from up there are simply breathtaking. If you're interested in art, don't miss the Galleria Borghese, home to masterpieces by Caravaggio, Bernini, and Raphael. And for a glimpse into the life of a Roman emperor, visit the Domus Aurea, the opulent palace of Emperor Nero. Remember, Rome is a city best explored on foot. So, put on your walking shoes, get lost in the labyrinthine streets, and discover the magic that awaits you around every corner. From the Eternal City, we travel north to Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance, and a living, breathing, open-air museum. Florence is a feast for the senses, from its stunning architecture to its world-class art and delicious Tuscan cuisine. As you stroll across the Ponte Vecchio, take a moment to appreciate the beauty that surrounds you. The Arno River flowing beneath, the colorful buildings reflected in its waters, and the sound of street musicians filling the air. Florence is an art lover's paradise. The Uffizi Gallery houses Renaissance masterpieces including Botticelli's Birth of Venus and Leonardo da Vinci's Annunciation. You could easily spend an entire day getting lost in this incredible museum. But Florence is much more than just museums and galleries. It's a city best experienced by simply wandering its charming streets, soaking up the atmosphere, and enjoying the simple pleasures of Italian life. No trip to Florence is complete without visiting the Duomo, with its magnificent dome by Brunelleschi. Climbing to the top is a workout, but the panoramic views are worth it. Explore the baptistery with its famous bronze doors by Ghiberti. Don't miss Giotto's Campanile for more stunning views. After sightseeing, treat yourself to Florence's best gelato. Look for the Artigianale sign for homemade gelato. Venture beyond the beaten path to experience Florence's heart and soul. While the Uffizi and the Accademia are must-sees for any first-time visitor to Florence, Florence is a city filled with hidden gems just waiting to be discovered. For a more intimate art experience, seek out the Bargello Museum, home to a remarkable collection of Renaissance sculptures, including masterpieces by Donatello and Michelangelo. Or escape the crowds and discover the tranquility of the Boboli Gardens, a sprawling park behind the Pitti Palace with hidden fountains, secret grottos, and stunning views of the city. It's the perfect place to relax, enjoy a picnic lunch, and soak up the beauty of your surroundings. And if you're looking for a unique souvenir to take home, head to the Oltrarno neighborhood, located on the south bank of the Arno River. This area is known for its artisan workshops, where you can find everything from handmade leather goods to beautiful ceramics. Remember, half the fun of traveling is discovering those hidden gems that make a place truly special. So, Don't be afraid to get lost in the maze of cobblestone streets, strike up a conversation with the locals, and who knows what treasures you might uncover. Venice. Just saying the name conjures up romantic images, and let me tell you, it lives up to the hype. Now, the best way to arrive in Venice is by train. You'll emerge from the station and there, right before your eyes, is the Grand Canal. This is the heart of Venice, a city built on water. Forget about cars, buses, even bikes. Here it's all about boats. Vaporetti, water buses, water taxis, and of course the iconic gondolas. Take a deep breath and soak it all in. The gentle rocking of the water, the sound of the gondoliers' calls, the colorful buildings lining the canals. This is Venice. But Venice is more than just a pretty picture. It's a city with a rich history, a unique culture, and a charm all its own, so let's dive in and explore. The best way to experience Venice is to get lost in its labyrinthine streets and canals. Put away the map, and just wander. Every turn reveals a new picture-perfect scene. You'll cross countless bridges, each with its own story to tell. Stop on the Rialto Bridge for a view of the Grand Canal bustling with life. Duck into a small Baccari, a traditional Venetian bar, and enjoy some cicchetti, small snacks, with a glass of local wine. It's a great way to rub shoulders with locals. And of course, you can't come to Venice without taking a gondola ride. Yes, it's touristy, and yes, it's pricey. But it's also an unforgettable experience. While the canals are Venice's main attraction, don't overlook the city's other treasures. St. Mark's Square, or Piazza San Marco, is the heart of the city. Visit the magnificent St. Mark's Basilica, a masterpiece of Byzantine art. Take some time to enjoy the square and listen to the orchestras playing in the cafes. Art lovers shouldn't miss the Peggy Guggenheim collection, home to a stunning collection of modern art. And be sure to visit the Doge's Palace, a symbol of Venice's glorious past. Venice is a city that stays with you long after you've left. From the canals of Venice, we journey south to the island of Sicily, the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea. Sicily is a land of contrasts, where ancient history meets stunning natural beauty. This is a land that has been shaped by a fascinating blend of cultures: Greek, Roman, Arab, Norman. You'll see it in the architecture, taste it in the food, and feel it in the vibrant atmosphere. Start your Sicilian adventure in the Valley of the Temples, home to some of the best preserved Greek temples outside of Greece. These majestic ruins are a testament to Sicily's rich past. But Sicily is not just about ancient history. It's also home to Europe's largest active volcano, Mount Etna. Mount Etna dominates the landscape of eastern Sicily. You can take a cable car and a 4x4 bus to reach the summit craters, where you'll be rewarded with breathtaking views. Hiking around the volcanic landscape is an unforgettable experience. You can even go skiing on Mount Etna in the winter. But Mount Etna is not just a spectacle to behold. Its fertile volcanic soil produces some of Sicily's most celebrated wines. Be sure to sample some of the local vintages while you're here. You won't be disappointed. No trip to Sicily would be complete without a visit to the beach. Head to Taormina, perched on a clifftop overlooking the Ionian Sea. The beaches here are simply stunning, with crystal-clear waters and dramatic scenery. Take a dip in the sea, soak up the sun, and enjoy the laid-back atmosphere. And if you have time, take a boat trip to the Aeolian Islands, a volcanic archipelago off the coast of Sicily. These islands offer stunning views, secluded beaches, and a taste of island life. From the sun-drenched shores of Sicily, we travel north to Tuscany, a region that embodies the very essence of La Dolce Vita. Tuscany is a feast for the senses, with its rolling hills, vineyards, and charming towns. This is the land of Renaissance art, world-renowned wines, and mouth-watering cuisine. It's a place to slow down, savor the moment, and appreciate the finer things in life. Our journey begins in Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance. This city is an art lover's paradise, with masterpieces by Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Botticelli around every corner. But Tuscany is more than just Florence. Venture beyond the city limits and discover a world of charming towns, each with its own unique character. Siena, with its stunning Piazza del Campo, is a must-see. This medieval square is one of the most beautiful in Italy, and it's the perfect place to enjoy a gelato and soak up the atmosphere. San Gimignano, with its iconic towers, will transport you back to medieval times, and don't miss Lucca, with its Renaissance-era walls encircling a charming historic center. But no trip to Tuscany would be complete without experiencing the region's legendary wine. Visit a local winery and sample some of the local vintages, from Chianti Classico to Brunello di Montalcino. And of course, no meal in Tuscany is complete without a taste of the region's famous olive oil. Visit an olive grove and learn about the production process from tree to table. Tuscan cuisine is all about fresh, seasonal ingredients simply prepared. Indulge in a hearty ribollita, a bread and vegetable soup, or savor a plate of pappardelle al cinghiale, pasta with wild boar sauce. And don't forget to try the bistecca alla fiorentina, a thick, juicy T-bone steak grilled over charcoal. It's a carnivore's dream. Tuscany is a region that stays with you long after you've left. It's a place of beauty, history, and incredible food and wine. Sardinia. Just whispering the name conjures up images of sun-drenched beaches, turquoise waters, and a pace of life that moves to the rhythm of the Mediterranean. It's Italy's second-largest island, but trust me, it feels undiscovered, almost a world away from the bustling mainland. Now you might be thinking, Rick, another island? But hold on, Sardinia is different. This isn't just a beach destination, although those beaches are truly spectacular. We're talking about a place with a rich history, unique culture, and a rugged mountainous interior just begging to be explored. We're talking about ancient ruins that rival those on the mainland, charming villages tucked away in valleys, and a cuisine that's a delightful fusion of Italian and Spanish influences. Think fresh seafood, hearty pasta dishes, and the aroma of myrtle and saffron filling the air. So buckle up, because in this chapter, we're going to dive deep into the heart of Sardinia. We'll uncover hidden coves, wander through ancient ruins, and savor the flavors that make this island so special. Get ready for an adventure, because in Sardinia, every turn reveals a new treasure. Sardinia's coastline is legendary, a masterpiece sculpted by wind and waves over millennia. We're talking about nearly 2,000 kilometers of pristine shores, each bend revealing a new vista of turquoise, azure, and deep sapphire waters. Imagine sinking your toes into the soft white sand of Costa Smeralda, the Emerald Coast, where the water shimmers with a jewel-toned brilliance. This is the playground of the rich and famous, but even if you're on a budget traveler's wallet, you can still find a patch of paradise to call your own. Then there's the Golfo di Orose, a rugged stretch of coastline punctuated by dramatic cliffs, hidden coves, and grottos just begging to be explored by kayak or boat. Imagine paddling through these secluded inlets, the only sounds the gentle splash of your oars and the cries of seabirds overhead. And don't even get me started on the snorkeling and diving. The waters around Sardinia are teeming with marine life. We're talking colorful fish, graceful rays, and even the occasional dolphin sighting. It's like swimming in an aquarium, minus the glass walls. Now, while those beaches are pretty hard to resist, don't make the mistake of thinking Sardinia is just a pretty face. This island has depth, literally and figuratively. Venture inland, and you'll discover a world of rugged mountains, ancient history, and a culture that's as captivating as the coast. Let's start with the nuraghi, these mysterious stone towers scattered across the island. These Bronze Age structures, some dating back nearly 4,000 years, are like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. Climbing inside one, you can almost feel the presence of the ancient people who built them. Then there are the charming villages perched high on hilltops, offering breathtaking views and a glimpse into a slower pace of life. Imagine sipping espresso in a sun-drenched piazza, the scent of bougainvillea filling the air, as locals greet each other with a friendly ciao. And did I mention the food? Sardinian cuisine is a delicious blend of Italian and Spanish influences with an emphasis on fresh local ingredients. We're talking about hearty pasta dishes like malarettis with sausage and saffron, succulent roast suckling pig, and of course fresh-caught seafood grilled to perfection. Capri. Just the name rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? It evokes images of sun-drenched glamour, sparkling blue waters, and a touch of celebrity mystique. This tiny island perched like a jewel in the Bay of Naples has been a playground for the rich and famous since Roman times. But don't let that intimidate you. While Capri certainly has its share of luxury villas and designer boutiques, it also offers a healthy dose of Italian charm, stunning natural beauty, and a laid-back vibe that's hard to resist. Imagine strolling through the narrow winding streets of Capri Town, lined with bougainvillea-draped houses, stopping for a gelato or a refreshing limoncello spritz. Or picture yourself basking in the sun on the terrace of a waterfront cafe, the scent of salt air and jasmine mingling in the breeze. And then there are the views. Capri is all about dramatic cliffs plunging into the sea, hidden coves accessible only by boat, and panoramic vistas that will take your breath away. Trust me, you'll want to have your camera fully charged for this one. One of Capri's most famous attractions is the Blue Grotto, a sea cave where the water glows with an ethereal blue light. Now, getting in can be a bit of a tourist scrum, but trust me, it's worth braving the crowds. Imagine squeezing into a tiny rowboat, lying flat on your back as the boatman navigates the narrow entrance. And then, boom! You're enveloped in this magical blue light, like something out of a fairy tale. It's a sight you won't soon forget. But Capri's beauty isn't just below the surface. Head up to the Gardens of Augustus, a botanical paradise perched high above the sea. Wander through lush pathways shaded by palm trees, marvel at the vibrant flowers, and soak in those panoramic views of the Faraglioni rock formations rising from the sea. And speaking of views, don't miss the chance to take a chairlift ride up to Monte Solaro, the highest point on the island. From here, you'll be rewarded with jaw-dropping 360-degree views of Capri, the Bay of Naples, and even Mount Vesuvius in the distance. Now, Capri isn't just about sightseeing, it's also about embracing the dolce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing. So find a sunny spot on the beach, order a refreshing granita, and just soak it all in. For a truly authentic experience, head to Marina Piccola, a charming little harbor where local fishermen still bring in their daily catch. Grab a table at one of the waterfront restaurants and feast on fresh seafood, pasta with clams, and a glass of crisp local white wine. In the evening, stroll through the Piazzetta, Capri's main square, and watch the world go by. Enjoy the lively atmosphere, the street musicians, and the stylishly dressed visitors from all over the globe. And if you're looking for a little retail therapy, Capri won't disappoint. From designer boutiques to artisan workshops, you'll find plenty of opportunities to indulge in a little souvenir shopping. Milan. Now I know what you're thinking, high fashion, stylish locals, and maybe a little intimidating for us regular travelers. And while Milan certainly has its share of glitz and glamour, there's so much more to this dynamic city than meets the eye. Beneath that sleek, modern exterior beats the heart of a city steeped in history, art, and culture. We're talking about a city that seamlessly blends the ancient and the avant-garde, where you can wander through centuries-old churches in the morning and catch a cutting-edge opera performance in the evening. Milan is a city that rewards exploration, a place where hidden courtyards lead to unexpected treasures, and where a simple stroll down a side street can turn into an adventure. So put on your walking shoes, grab a map, and let's delve into the heart of Milan, beyond the runway and into the soul of the city. We'll uncover hidden gems, marvel at architectural masterpieces, and discover why Milan is so much more than just a fashion capital. Get ready to be surprised because Milan is a city that will challenge your perceptions and leave you wanting more. Alright, let's talk art. And in Milan we're talking about some serious art. This is a city where masterpieces await around every corner, from grand Renaissance frescoes to modern art installations. Start with the big one, Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, housed in the refectory of the Santa Maria del Grazie. Now remember, you'll need to book your tickets well in advance, but trust me, this iconic masterpiece is worth the effort. Standing before this monumental work, you can almost feel the weight of history and the genius of da Vinci's brushstrokes. But Milan's artistic treasures don't stop there. Head to the Pinacoteca di Brera, a treasure trove of Italian masterpieces where you'll find works by Raphael, Caravaggio, and Bellini. Wander through the galleries, lose yourself in the beauty, and let the art transport you to another time and place. And while you're at it, don't miss the Teatro alla Scala, one of the most famous opera houses in the world. Even if you don't catch a performance, take a tour to admire the opulent interiors and soak in the history of this legendary venue. Now let's talk about the energy of Milan, because this city has a pulse that's hard to ignore. It's a city that thrives on creativity, innovation, and a healthy dose of Italian passion. Start your exploration in the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, a stunning 19th-century shopping arcade that's a feast for the eyes. Imagine strolling beneath the soaring glass ceiling, past designer boutiques and elegant cafes, soaking in the atmosphere of this architectural gem. From there, venture into the Brera district, a bohemian enclave of art galleries, vintage shops, and cozy trattorias. Get lost in the labyrinthine streets, stop for an espresso or an aperitivo, and soak in the creative energy of this vibrant neighborhood. And in the evening, experience Milan's legendary nightlife. From trendy bars to live music venues, the city comes alive after dark. So, grab a drink, mingle with the locals, and discover why Milan is a city that knows how to have a good time. Now folks, we're venturing off the beaten path to Calabria. It's a region that's still relatively undiscovered, offering authentic Italy with warm hospitality and stunning landscapes. Think of it as a cozy trattoria with a handwritten menu and a friendly owner. The coastline is breathtaking, with dramatic cliffs and secluded coves. Calabria is also rich in history, with ancient ruins and charming hilltop towns. Tropea, perched on a clifftop overlooking the Tyrrhenian Sea, is a must-see in Calabria. Stroll through cobblestone streets lined with pastel buildings and bougainvillea. Discover local crafts, inviting cafes and breathtaking views. Tropea's beach is postcard-perfect with crystal-clear turquoise water. The sanctuary of Santa Maria della Sola is Tropea's jewel, perched on a rocky outcrop. When in Calabria, make sure to put Tropea on your itinerary. Calabria is more than just its coastline. Venture inland to discover rolling hills, verdant vineyards, and charming villages. Savor local cuisine, robust wines, and warm culture. Explore Sila National Park's forests, lakes, and villages, a paradise for hikers and nature lovers. Visit Reggio Calabria for history, see the Riace bronzes at Museo Nazionale. Venture beyond the beaten path, experience stunning scenery and authentic Italy. Ah, Verona. The name itself conjures up images of star-crossed lovers, dramatic balconies, and passionate opera performances. This city is steeped in romance, history, and culture. Stroll through piazzas and enjoy Italian opera. No trip is complete without visiting Juliet's house, the legendary setting for Shakespeare's love story. Thousands visit each year to stand beneath Juliet's balcony, touch the statue for good luck, and leave love notes. But Verona is much more than just a Shakespearean backdrop. This city has been a major center since Roman times, and its historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Wander through the well-preserved Roman arena, imagine the gladiatorial combats and chariot races of old, and catch an opera performance under the stars. It's a truly magical experience. As you stroll through Verona's charming streets, keep an eye out for medieval towers, Renaissance palaces, and ornate fountains that whisper tales of bygone eras. One of the things I love most about Verona is that it's a city best explored on foot. Put on your walking shoes, folks, and get ready to wander through a maze of narrow cobblestone streets, lined with charming shops, cozy cafes, and restaurants serving up delicious local specialties. Start your journey at Piazza del Erbe, the heart of Verona's historic center. This bustling square is a feast for the senses, with colorful market stalls selling fresh produce, flowers, and souvenirs, surrounded by elegant buildings adorned with frescoes and intricate carvings. From Piazza del Erbe, make your way to Piazza dei Signori, another stunning square dominated by the impressive Palazzo della Ragione, Verona's former town hall. Take a moment to admire the intricate architecture, the imposing tower, and the sense of history that permeates this place. And as you wander through Verona's charming streets, be sure to treat yourself to a scoop of gelato or a slice of torta veronese, a delicious local cake made with almonds and amaretto. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. While Verona's historic center is a sight to behold, don't be afraid to venture beyond the city walls. Just a short walk from the center, you'll find the tranquil banks of the Adige River, a perfect spot for a leisurely stroll, a picnic lunch, or simply enjoying the views of the city from a different perspective. And if you're feeling adventurous, hop on a bike and explore the surrounding countryside. The hills around Verona are dotted with vineyards and olive groves, offering stunning views of the city and a taste of the region's renowned wine and olive oil production. For a truly unforgettable experience, take a cooking class at a local agriturismo, a farm stay where you can learn the secrets of traditional Italian cuisine from the experts. You'll get to roll up your sleeves, prepare a delicious meal using fresh, local ingredients, and savor the fruits of your labor while enjoying the warm hospitality of your hosts. So, whether you're a hopeless romantic, a history buff, or simply looking for a charming and authentic Italian experience, Verona is a city that's sure to capture your heart. Well folks, there you have it! Our whirlwind tour of Italy's top 10 destinations has come to an end. From the ancient ruins of Rome to the romantic canals of Venice, the artistic treasures of Florence to the sun-drenched beaches of Calabria, Italy offers a feast for the senses, and an experience that will stay with you long after you've said, arrivederci. We've explored bustling cities and charming villages, marveled at breathtaking scenery, and savored the flavors of Italy's renowned cuisine. But most importantly, we've experienced the warmth, the passion, and the zest for life that make Italy such a special destination. So, what are you waiting for? Start planning your Italian adventure today, and discover the magic of this incredible country for yourself. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel guides and tips. Thanks for watching.